You're listening to the Confessions of a Beauty Boss podcast, the show that puts the spotlight on beauty business owners making big moves online. I'm your host, Angela Dixon, social media mentor, in-clinic content creator, and the founder of Beauty Business Co. I believe you can achieve anything you set your mind to, and I'm here to give you the tools, strategies, and confidence to grow your beauty business with the power of social media. Each week, you'll hear from industry professionals, experts, and salon owners just like you, sharing their stories, their wins, and exactly how they're showing up online to become the beauty boss they are today. So, are you ready to be inspired? Get visible and start building the beauty business of your dreams. Let's get into it. Hello, beauty bosses. Welcome back to the Confessions of a Beauty Boss podcast. This is episode 73. I'm your host, Angela Dixon, and today I'm also your truth teller. Because in this episode, we're calling out a few truths that need to be said out loud, and this is your day for taking rapid responsibility after hearing what I have to say. Take it or leave it. This needs to be shared. I'm giving you the loving but firm advice I would tell you if I wasn't afraid of hurting your feelings. Why? Because I actually care about your growth more than I care about your comfort. Nothing fun happens in the comfort zone. It's nice and cozy in there, but growth actually happens outside of your comfort zone. So if you've been showing up online doing all the things but not getting the traction you want, this episode is for you. Thank you so much for pressing play today. This episode is brought to you by Beauty Boss Socials, our social media mentorship for beauty bosses who are ready to grow their beauty business with social media. From power hour calls with myself, masterclasses, content creation tutorials, the use of Beauty Boss GPT, which is your very own social media virtual assistant, along with accessing our Reels Vault and Carousel Vaults, all done for you content, plus our private community chat. It's a high-value community that you have access to at your fingertips anywhere, anytime you want to learn. If you would like to see if Beauty Boss Socials is the right fit for you, I suggest you sending me a DM over on Instagram at beautybusinessco_. And yes, it's really me. I'm not a bot speaking with you over there. Let's chat and see what your next best steps are for content creation in your beauty business. All right, let me start by saying this. If you're using social media to grow your beauty business, I understand how overwhelming it is. I know how much work it is to juggle clients, do all the marketing, pop your stock orders through, and then you've got to think about answering DMs, writing captions, creating stories, while also trying to show up on brand and somehow also be camera ready and have the confidence to speak to your audience. But here's the thing, no one is saying loudly enough. Posting when you feel like it isn't a strategy, and your business deserves more than being run on vibes and the hope that it gets you bookings. So let's shift from social media hobby mode to popping on your Beauty Boss CEO strategy energy hat, all right, every time you post. Now, this isn't to say that being intuitive with your creativity and when you're feeling in good energy to create content, you shouldn't. I'm actually all for that. However, there's a distinct shift when you know exactly why you're posting what you're posting, which is what I like to call posting with intention. There always needs to be a reason of why you are posting on social media. And it should never be because I haven't posted anything in a few days. So here's what I see all the time from beauty business owners. They're posting pretty pictures with no purpose. Potentially, they're still only showing up when they feel motivated. Remember, I said I'm here for that because your energy being in high vibe creation mode is actually quite good, but it's not an all the time strategy, okay, in the way in how you should be doing your content. Potentially, you're still showing up to the camera, but you're feeling quite scared. So you hide behind your logo or stock photos majority of the time, product imagery. You're relying on specials, promotions, and discounts instead of storytelling and strategy. So the promotions you create on Canva. And you're thinking about content from a therapist mindset, not a marketer's mindset. So this is where my tough love comes in. Your content isn't just to show off your work, it's to communicate value, build trust, and sell transformation. So let's just pretend for a moment that we're sitting together on a comfy couch with a glass of wine in hand, and you ask me, what should I really be doing on socials? This is actually what I would share with you. Okay. So you need a plan, not just a post. All right. So what's actually happening for the next 6 to 12 months in your business with your promotions? You need clarity on your message, your method, and your magic. All right. You need to be magnetic in your marketing. And you need to show up like a leader, even when you don't feel 100% confident yet. I certainly don't feel that all the time, but I still show up. And you need to film your treatment strategically, not just for, aesthetics or a quick story. And you need to repeat your core messages over and over until your audience could say them for you. 100% of the time, your clients actually aren't even seeing or hearing what you have to say. Now, I know what's underneath the hesitation. You're afraid of being judged. You're worried your voice isn't polished. You feel like other beauty therapists have it more together. But honestly, no one is judging you harder than you are judging yourself. Let me repeat that. No one is judging you harder than you are judging yourself. And your dream clients, they're not waiting for perfect. They're waiting for real. They're waiting on you here, like sharing the story that is going to help them. They're scrolling right now, overwhelmed, confused, and hoping that someone like you shows up with a solution they didn't even know they were looking for. And I want to have you let that someone be you, all right? So here's what I want you to take away from today. Treat social media like a powerful business tool, not an annoying chore. Don't just show up, show leadership. And use strategy, not just spontaneity. Be seen, be heard, and this will lead to actual bookings. How fun! How amazing! This isn't about becoming an influencer, but you do have influence. It's about being the trusted expert your clients need, and your story, your knowledge, your energy, they are your superpower, okay? You're not just building a beauty business, you're building a brand. One post, one reel, one story at a time. All of this is compounded into building a community on social media. So this week I'm going to challenge you. I want you to film a story where you speak to the camera. I want you to plan out your next 5 posts with intention and talk to one pain point your clients have and how you can solve it. Okay, so I'm going to share a few ideas with you here. Let's just share a little bit of like a spring skin edition. This can be a story prompt for you speaking to the camera. Okay, so here we go. Hey beauties, spring is here and I want to tell you something I tell my clients all the time. Your skin doesn't magically bounce back from winter just because the sun's out. It needs a reset. This season is the perfect time to clear out the congestion, boost hydration, and get the glow back before summer hits. DM me the word spring and I'll help you choose the right facial or treatment series for your skin goals. All right, your call to action is DM the word spring to get started with your skin growth plan, okay? Now, number 2, sharing and planning 5 intentional posts, okay? So you can do a reel. That is a spring skin reset, a visual of a treatment like microdermabrasion, skin needling, hydrating facial. You can do a carousel post, 5 signs your skin is still stuck in winter mode, dry patches, breakouts, dull tone, congestion, irritation. You could do a before and after, showcasing a client looking red, post-winter, no glow after them sort of being a bit dry. And then you could do a product highlight reel while, SPF is super essential for coming into spring. And you could do a testimonial from a client who's potentially booked a spring package. All right. So these are all literally around the same topic, but there's different ways in how you can post. So this is actually what we teach so much inside Beauty Boss Socials, our mentorship platform. You actually get access to me. I can hold your hand. You can ask me questions. You can tell me where you're stuck. I can give you ideas specific to your business, because we have power hour calls where we come together in a Zoom room and you can actually go with potentially these ideas, and you could say, yeah, I listened to that podcast episode and I want to actually roll with the spring idea that you've had, but could you help me sort of plan some things out? And our community chat is there as well, so you can post anything in real time that you're struggling with, and I can get back to you if it's not specifically on our power hour call. All right. So we can always go into things a little bit deeper if you're needing support. This is what I'm here for as your social media mentor. All right. Pain point and solution post. All right. I've got a caption example for you. So remember how I spoke to you speaking to, someone's pain point. So potentially they don't even know they have a problem yet, but you've been educating potentially on, coming out of winter skin and what you need to be doing with spring. So we're actually, speaking to that pain point, and you've got to actually then bring them a solution within the same scenario. So your skin is acting out and it's not your fault. After winter, it's common to see dullness, flakiness, and congestion as your skin adjusts to humidity and UV light. That's why I created our Spring Skin Reset Plan to bring back clarity, hydration, and glow with a personalized treatment plan just for you. Book your consult today and let's map it out. All right. So the call to action there is book your consult today. The hook was your skin is acting out and it's not your fault. And then we shared a bit of a story. So that's our framework when it comes to anything that I do, whether it's a caption that I'm creating and writing, whether it's a story set that we're creating or writing, whether it's a reel. We want to hook them in. We want to tell the story. So maybe call out the pain point, and give a little bit of a solution for them, and then use that call to action. So the word CTA means call to action. What do you actually want them to do after they have seen this post? Okay, so all of these ideas are very specific to spring, and I've probably given you a good, there was 3 options there, but if you were to kind of do each of those options 3 times with different content, there's 9 pieces of content right there in all different ways and how you can post them. Okay. All right. So if we were looking at a Black Friday edition, because really that's just around the corner, depending on when you're actually listening to this episode, I've got a story prompt for you in speaking to the camera. So potentially you want to start planning out Black Friday. Maybe you're not doing a sale this year, and that's totally fine. You don't have to be amongst all the things all the time. It can be quite a lot if you're doing, lots of different promotions in the year, and you want to execute them well. So if you're going to do it, decide on it and make it happen. All right. Here's a script idea for you. Black Friday is coming, and I want to talk to you about something real. Every year people wait for deals, but the truth is, if your skin is struggling now, why wait? I've created a few strategic Black Friday offers to reward my loyal clients, but remember, booking early means you're securing a plan for your best skin before the holiday chaos. Geez, that makes me want to book with this person right now. Want early access? DM me Black Friday before it goes live. So I wanted to do it, but she hadn't told me yet. So the call to action is really important. So here's planning 5 intentional posts around your Black Friday. A reel would be what not to do this Black Friday, and showcase products that have been maybe overloaded on their skin, harsh scrubs, DIY disasters. That's really been quite disruptive if you're going to be creating a reel where, yeah, okay, there's lots of deals out now, but don't be going and buying products that are not for your skin, okay? That's why we're the professionals. Leave it to us. If you need help in getting the correct skin journey plan for your home care, then just send me a DM, all right? So that could be a caption that goes with that reel, but gosh, that actually is a really good call out from all the sales that are going to be happening, and you want to be the one. You're showing leadership there. I am the expert. So make sure you listen up and don't be going and impulse purchasing. All right, we've got a countdown post. 4 days to go with teasers of what's coming. So there's 4 days to go before the sale goes live. This is what I would call a pre-launch. So we're warming up your audience. And then once you actually have something to sell, they're so warmed up with the potential offer that you're going to be putting out there that they're actually ready to spend money with you, okay? So you could hint some skincare sets, you could hint some treatment plan packages, and you could maybe hint some bonus add-ons as well, okay? Or potentially you want to release them early, but they're not on sale. And because Black Friday is all about this exclusive, like 24-hour period, I tend to think they like to linger on with the whole, Cyber Weekend, then Cyber Monday or something like that as well. But Black Friday is really amongst that kind of, one day. That's why it's Friday, 24 hours. A behind the scenes post as well. So this is the third of the 5 posts you're going to plan for your Black Friday. So behind the scenes, you're prepping exclusive bundles. So you could show some laptop footage, you're printing gift vouchers. Maybe you've already got those beautifully printed, but maybe you're actually going to be taking some footage of yourself getting all your gift vouchers, setting up the shelves. So, retail, you've got the stock in, you're ready. Our sale's going to be huge. Create FOMO. You do not want to miss out on this promotion. It is a once a year. It's the biggest discount that we give. That momentum. Can you hear the energy in my voice as well? Don't want you coming to the camera with, we've got Black Friday coming up and it's really exciting because there's going to be 20% off. I think that's the discount that we're doing. Okay, you lost me. We want to be coming with high vibe energy, and you are sharing that this is going to be, limited, exclusive, and for your clients, you're going to be loving up on them so much, okay? The next one is client results. Okay, so this is what 4 skin treatments in a package can do to your skin before the new year. So you're speaking to the timing and the value. All right. So if you've got some before and afters, rather than just popping up the before and after picture and writing a nice caption about how amazing the skin looks, you want to be mixing up these before and afters, okay? You could create a green screen. I also teach this inside the Beauty Boss Socials membership program. So in our content tutorials, I teach you editing skills on Instagram mainly. Sometimes it filters through to Facebook, but Instagram's our main platform that we teach because there's heaps of editing skills that you need to learn when you're doing these kind of more scroll stopping types of content, okay? And that's what I want for you because we're in a bit of a digital fast lane here where people don't have much attention and they're flicking past your social posts because they potentially are a little bit boring. I hate to call that out. So I really am quite devoted, and I'm fiercely dedicated to making sure that my members are being a little bit out of the box. They're not staying in their comfort zone with me, and I make sure I hold them accountable as well. Our 5th promotional post is a post of the full Black Friday bundle or offer with limited spots and urgency, okay? So depending if you're doing retail or services, it depends on what they look like. And now, so this could be a little bit more polished. So if you've got, some marketing assets, if you've got the product partners that you stock, potentially they've got some beautiful marketing that you can share as well, okay? And then we are going to go on to the 3rd style of content that you can put for Black Friday, which is calling out that pain point and giving the solutions, okay? So this is the caption example I have for you. You've been wanting to invest in your skin, but you've been putting it off. Maybe it's time, money, or just not knowing where to start. This Black Friday, I'm making it easy. I've bundled together our most loved treatments at an insane value. Not just because it's a sale, but because I want you to start your skin journey feeling supported and clear. Let's not waste another season waiting for one day. DM Black Friday to get early access. So I had that written down because it's a caption. So that's something, it's straight to the point when it comes to the caption. We want to have that hook, story, and a call to action at the end. Okay. These keywords with the call to action is making it super easy for the reader to actually comment, and then they become a warm client. Okay. So they become warm because they commented. They watched the thing that you posted. They watched the piece of content. They are actually interested. So instead of expecting our clients to be going to the link in our bio, finding our website, finding the offer that you were speaking about, this is how social media is not working for so many, is that they're making it super hard in the social media customer experience to convert them into a client. So by commenting a keyword, whether it's on the like in the comments of the caption after the reel, or it's potentially in a story set where you're saying comment the word Black Friday, that goes directly into your DMs. So that's even better, because that's where you start the private conversation. So the DMs are where the conversions happen. All right. And I know it's extra work. You can set up ManyChat to have automations and stuff, but if we've got small audiences, a lot of the time, even for myself, even with all the different layers and business assets that we offer, I still manage a lot of the comment Beauty Boss socials below and get in touch, because there's only going to be a couple. Let's face it, I'm not a huge 20,000 40,000 influencer. I'm just a small little fish, just like majority of you listening. And I think that if we can take away this whole, it's so much work, and just, if this one person, potentially this one Black Friday client who's commented Black Friday, or they've DM'd the word Black Friday to you, they could become a $12,000 client per year. Now, if I said that to you and that actually happened, do you think that it would be worth spending a little bit of time making sure that your posts are a little bit more intentional around the strategy on sharing more than one time, more than one message of the same offer, but it's differently? You're asking for people to comment. You need to take rapid responsibility in responding to them, starting conversations. If it was 12 grand in your pocket per client per year, I'm just throwing that number out. I didn't do any math with that. Okay. But what if? All right. I'd be pretty keen on carving out some time in my calendar to be intentional with my content creation and intentional with my time that I engage with my followers and my potential clients and the clients that I have already. Because if I'm front of mind for them, they're more likely to book in with me a lot sooner, aren't they? All right. So if this episode lit you on fire, I hope so. I hope that the fire and the juices in the belly are flowing and you're ready to, start really taking some inspired action when it comes to the social media content that you're creating. Please screenshot this episode. I'd love for you to share it on your stories and tag me at beautybusinessco_, because I want to cheer you on as you step into the next level of your visibility, your confidence, and your success. It actually means so much to me. So by screenshotting the podcast episode and tagging me, it actually shows more beauty bosses that we exist on the podcast world. And so I can get into making more impact for more beauty business owners as well, looking to grow on social media. So I wanted to share that you've got this. You're not behind. That's one to remember. Just because someone else is 20 steps further than you, that is not like where you are in your chapter. Okay, so stay on your own path. If you need support, reach out to me. Okay, if you're just getting started with social media, then it's okay. I know it's overwhelming, but you can take the, first steps in getting visible and start to get comfortable with the platform by trying these strategies that I've shared with you today, choose one area that you want to focus on and just stick with that. Okay. Big love. Thanks for listening. Until next time, stay gorgeous inside and out.